Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be doing my predictions for the Japanese and for the Latin American playoffs. So I did say this in my last video, which I did on the EMEA and what was the other one? I think it was Brazil. Yeah, so it was EMEA and Brazil. Those were the two regions that I did last video, and then now I'm doing Japan and Latin America. The final one will be APAC, and that'll be coming out maybe even probably tomorrow, because as of recording this on the 21st of March, the last game, who's I know Velocity Gaming's playing. I can't remember who's the other team. But they're currently playing as of recording this, so I probably need to record my Pickems very shortly. But anyways, let's get on to my Pickems for. We'll first start with Japan. Japan Japan's interesting because I think Japan is up there with Brazil with the most changes. There was a lot of roster changes. I think every single team has made a roster change in this challenges playoffs. So Zay Division, Crazy Raccoon, Northception, Reject, Faith Gaming, Crest Gaming, iJesus, that's a new team. I think also Reignite. I think that's also might be a new one, but I don't know. I might be wrong. But Zay Division, I feel like I think is gonna win against a game against Reignite. They just look really strong. Crazy Raccoon also gonna win against Northception. Northception have downscaled. They don't look as strong as they used to be. Reject versus Fave Game. I'm gonna give it to Reject. I mean, not just because they qualified from the first week, but they have been looking very strong. And I would just also put iJesus as well against Crest Gaming. Even though Crest Gaming may actually have a chance against him, I just think I don't know how you say the name. iJesus? I don't know how you say the name. Someone needs to tell me in the comments how to say the name because I have no clue. Low round one, let's talk about that. So you got Northception and then Reignite and then Fade Gaming versus Crest Gaming. I'm gonna put Northception to win against Reignite. They're just, I mean, better than Reignite, actually, in my opinion. Fave Gaming, I'm gonna put them against Crest Gaming. Even though I feel like Crest Gaming still has a chance. I actually don't know who is in the team for Crest Gaming. That's what I'm interested in. I only know Samurai Deeper. That's the only one who I actually know. I don't know anyone else. So yeah, my point still stands. For the upper semi-finals, Zeta Division versus Crazy Raccoon. Crazy Raccoon haven't been looking strong as I remember from last year. They do have a relatively new roster. They did keep May and Munchkin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be actually wrong with that. And Zeta Division, they have, I think, everyone from their previous roster, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna give it to Zeta Division. I feel like Zeta Division is gonna win against Crazy Raccoon. I just have more faith in them. They just look stronger than Crazy Raccoon. Reject versus iJesus. But how well Lucky has been playing. He's been playing pretty decently in the Japanese region. Saw him a couple times actually on Raze as a duelist. I guess he's playing as a flex for the team, and he's been doing really good. You know what? I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give it to iJesus. I'm gonna give it to them. I think they're gonna win against Reject in the upper semifinals. I think is it first place only who gets a spot? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's only first place. Yeah, so it's only first place who gets the spot in Masters 1, and he's also, I guess, also the rosters here as well. Anyways, low round 2, Reject and Crazy Raccoon. Nothing really being changed here. There's obviously the top 4 teams. Zeta Division, Reject, Crazy Raccoon, and iJesus. They probably are the best, in my opinion. Definitely the best. I feel like Northception or even Fave Gaming may give them a run of their money, but just I think I think these four teams in the upper final and the lower round three are the best teams in Japan. Z Division is going to win against iGesus, just in my opinion. Crazy Raccoon is going to win against Reject in the lower round three, and then Raccoon is going to win against them in the lower final. And I feel like, I'm going to go balls. Let's go Crazy Raccoon to win in a grand final to punch a ticket to Reykjavik. So that is my Japanese predictions. Obviously, Japan is a region which I have very, very little information about. I've been trying to keep up with all their matches, but obviously there are no English dubbed commentaries, unlike Korea where there's like some English commentary. In Japan, there is zero commentary, but I'll probably maybe watch some. I'll try and, watch some Valorant esports coming up to Reykjavik. I still need to do the VODs I need to do, as you can see right here, from Champions last year. So I probably should do that before Reykjavik. I think that would be a good idea. But let's submit the Pickems. And these are my Pickems for Japan. Latin America's up next. And obviously there are four teams who have a chance of making it to Reykjavik. It's just like Brazil, so whoever places first in the grand final, so whoever wins in the grand final will punch a ticket to Reykjavik. Whoever is second place will be in the Brazil versus Latin America last chance. So basically, one Brazilian team and one Latin American team will duke it out. Whoever wins will be in Reykjavik. So maybe two Brazilian teams or two Latin American teams. We'll just have to wait and see. I think that'll be also. I think that'll be also same for Masters 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. But now the upper semifinals, we have Exolius Laser versus Crew Esports. Exolius Laser have been very, very, very strong. They did not have any competition in the Latin America North region. I think their closest one was Fusion, and Laser was the only team who went undefeated in both regions. So from the north and south, Laser is the only team who didn't lose a single match. They basically thrashed the Latin American North scene. They even thrashed last year's team, best team, I guess, Six Karma and Infinity. Those were the two best Latin American North teams, and they thrashed them. And so, I just have to say that I think Laser's going to win. I really do think Laser's actually going to win against Crew Esports. It's a bit of a shock, but I have a lot of faith in Laser to just surprise a lot of people. I do think Leviathan is going to win against Fusion. Okay, I'll show you. Looking at Leviathan's roster. Okay, it's not there for some reason, but I had a look at these, but all these 5 players were formerly from Six Karma or Exilius Laser. And with that combination of some of the best players from those teams, we have Fusion, sorry. But, wait, hang on. I don't know why I'm saying Fusion. I meant Leviathan, this one, not, whoopsies. So, okay, here, Leviathan, I already talked about Leviathan. So, Leviathan basically has the 5 players who are formerly from the Astrals team, which almost punched a ticket to champions against Fury Esports. And guess who's the coach? It is Owner. Owner, I don't know how you say it, but basically the former coach of Crew Esports. This is the coach, I think, if I remember correctly. He is now coaching this team. So I do have a lot of faith in this team to actually do really, really well. Let's continue with this upper final. I still think Zoix Laser is just too strong for Leviathan to take care of. Crew Esports gonna win against Fusion in the lower round 1, so Fusion is gone. Lower final is gonna be very interesting once again. This is gonna be the rematch. I think the 3rd rematch. So I think if I remember correctly, Leviathan won. Yeah, so they won against Crew Esports twice. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, they didn't actually. No, so Crew actually also went undefeated. I thought Leviathan won in the group stage, but Crew went undefeated, and then in the playoffs where all well in the play-ins when it all mattered, Leviathan won against Crew Esports 13-2 and 13-8. A bit of a bit of a stomp there for Leviathan. But I do think Crew's gonna win. Just you know, Crew just been too strong, too tough to handle as well. And this meta may actually maybe turn out in their favor. I mean, they did struggle. Wait, was the playoffs in the patch? Like in the new patch? I think it might have been in the new patch. So actually, maybe let's have a look at how they do in the side of 13-3, 13-4. I mean, 9Z team is a bit of a weak team, so that kind of makes sense. But maybe Crew, maybe even Leviathan once again. We have to wait and see. But I'm just gonna give it to Exolius Laser. I think Laser's gonna win and punch a ticket to the grand final. So into Reykjavik. Just I feel like Laser is incredibly strong. Just something about it. But that's really about it. Obviously, this is my bracket, or these my pickups for Japan. So I think Crazy Raccoon is going to punch a ticket to Reykjavik's A division will be very, very close though. While in Latin America, Exolius Laser will be in Reykjavik, and Crew Esports will go up against. Who did I put second place? Was it Ninjas of Pajamas I put in second place? Let me have a look. There is Keat Stars. So I put Vivo Keed in second place, which means it'll be Vivo Keed or Keed Stars versus Crew Esports, and I'll be honest, I think Crew Esports is probably gonna win against Vivo Keed, but I mean, Keed Stars didn't really change anything. They struggled a bit in the group stages. I might be completely wrong. Maybe, I don't know, freaking Gamelanders Blue somehow makes it into second place. But that's really about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.